All right.
All right, we're recording.
Yep.
Hello, BookTube.
Hello.
Today we're doing something very different than what we usually do.
It's usually just my ugly mug and then Becky, the prettier side. But yeah, we got.
Shush you.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a guest today, if you can't tell. This is a very, very good friend of ours, Christy. And would you like to introduce yourself, love?
My name is Christy, and we are friends from Humpus Bumpus Bookstore, where I used to work. And you two were some of my best customers. And yeah, that's our history.
We were definitely frequent customers.
Yeah. Bringing people together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have been for years. Humpus Bumpus was a great little used bookstore in Cumming, Georgia. It's not there anymore. I loved that place.
Me too. I was there a couple times a week for 2 or 3 years, I guess.
They had the best mystery section.
Yeah, awesome mystery section.
Mystery section.
Yeah, it was. You were the manager, right?
Yes. So for the last 3 years that it was open, I was the manager and did the rare books online and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you were involved with that too. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a pretty big business. One of our fellow booktubers, his name's Jason Harrigan. He's in Ireland, and he's a rare books dealer.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch his channel, it's Jason Has Books, and he is excellent. But yeah, he talks about a lot of rare books that he gets. It's a really cool channel. Mm-hmm. But there's something else Christy does as well, that she's actually our favorite artist. Yeah. We've been buying Christy's art. Yeah, we've been buying Christy's art for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here looking at several of her prints, actually.
Yeah, so not only were you like some of our best customers at the bookstore, you're like my best customers when it comes to my art.
Oh yeah. Well, we really do love it, and that's the reason. I mean, it's unique. It's unique. It's our kind of stuff. You know, we've got it all over the house.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It really is.
Yeah, we've got it on our walls, and got it on our walls. We got a couple of pieces we still got put away because
we're wanting to get it professionally framed.
To get it professionally framed, and that's not cheap. That's pretty expensive.
If you don't, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, we looked at one, and it was. They were going to charge us $600 to frame it.
That was with an 80% off coupon.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
And this it's the painting the picture you did for us for our wedding anniversary.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know how big it is. It's like an 11 by 14. It's beautiful. One day I'll take a picture of it and put it on Instagram. But I commissioned Christy to do a picture for our wedding anniversary. Was it our 10-year wedding anniversary?
No,
it wasn't. We got married at 10 year.
It was actually our wedding.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was our first anniversary then.
Was it our first? I think it was our first anniversary.
Yeah.
We're right on top of things here.
It's okay. I have a pillow in my living room with the date of our wedding. So, because my memory's so bad. So I just look at it whenever I can't remember.
we bypassed that because the day we met was September 25th. Okay. The day we met online was August 25th, and the day we got married was October 25th.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
it's easy to remember the anniversaries, but yeah.
Yeah. The anniversaries are easy.
How long have you been painting?
So I've been doing art my whole life, but I think when I was at Piedmont College, my senior year, I took an oil painting class and a darkroom photography class. And that just kind of changed my direction in life. And so, I've been working specializing in black and white acrylic paintings that you are familiar with,
very much so.
And fantasy art. For about 15 years. And just recently, I just wanted to just start playing with color and branching out into watercolor and the acrylic pours.
Okay, cool.
I've been doing lately. And now, and I'm going to show you one of them, and I haven't showed anyone except my husband. I'm trying to combine my black and white painting with the acrylic pours.
Oh, very
So,
cool.
like
Okay.
doing the pour and then painting on top of it with my black and white style.
Oh,
Neat.
very cool. Okay.
It
We're
could
excited to see this.
go really well or really bad.
I understand. Yeah. I've tried painting.
So something interesting about Christy. She has
Synesthesia.
synesthesia.
Oh yeah, the color synesthesia. Yeah, I see letters and numbers in different colors.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you paint that, and we love that. Yeah.
Yes, that has been such a fun project to do on Facebook. And in fact, I'll be doing one again this month for February. But basically, we do a drawing. Everyone throws in a word, and I pick it, and then show you the colors it makes me see.
That's cool.
And we'll post the links to all of Christy's pages, her Instagram and her Facebook, and Patreon and YouTube.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
You also have a website you sell from, right?
I do. Jeff Code Art, and basically it's the boy's name, Jeff. It's not my first name. Everyone online calls me Jeff. It's okay. But yeah, JEFFCOAT. An odd last name. But
yeah. All right.
Cool.
So, yeah, so we'll post that, and we'll post all of her pages at the bottom. Go and give her a like and give her art some love. It's so pretty.
And I will tell you, the Patreon is a great thing to join, because I've gotten some great stuff from Patreon, from Christy's Patreon.
Great website. I think it's a really cool way to connect artists and other people.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. Because they're conversation pieces. You know, you put them on your wall. Somebody asks, who did that? You know, and so it's a good way to network, and hopefully, at least 2 or 3 people will join your Patreon from that. That'd be really cool. If we can get some people to, get some people to help you out. But yeah, if you want to show your work, feel free.
We'll try this, and hopefully we'll be able to see it. Okay, so this one, I did a pour, and it was really bad, and so I did another pour on top of it using the swipe technique, which I haven't done too much in, but I really like it, and so I want to do more of it. It's a small one.
Oh wow!
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we see it very well.
Okay.
That's gorgeous.
That's really cool.
It's weird, but I like it.
I like it too.
It's different.
The swipe technique is where you basically where you swipe across the surface of the paint with like a palette knife.
Yeah. The green that you're seeing is that was the first pour I did that sucked.
Very cool.
And then so once that dried, you put white paint up top, and then I picked out a couple of other colors, and you just do bands of color, just 1, 2, 3, and then take that knife and go down.
That's cool.
Too cool.
Yeah.
I used a cake server from Publix, one of those plastic.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Sure.
I don't. A lot of my tools are not professional.
I mean, if it works.
Okay, so I've got 2 more. And this one might be too big. This one's a pour.
Oh, that's so cool, though.
I love that one.
This is my cat, Mally, that passed recently. And she was our baby girl. She was always in my studio. Always just, I miss her. But me and my best friend did this together.
That is just beautiful.
It's amazing. It has some great depth to it.
I will be selling this one.
I get
it. I don't
it.
blame you. I totally get it. But that is so cool.
That's going in our bedroom. And then, so are you ready for you'll be the first one seeing this.
Absolutely.
I'll send it to you on Patreon. So this is, I'm not done.
Oh my God.
So,
oh my God.
So okay, I did this pour and I was experimenting. And again, not all experiments go well. It just, but it created this sun almost.
Yeah.
It's like a sun up here. And actually made me think of that song Black Hole Sun.
Oh yeah.
From
Oh,
our
yeah.
youth.
Yes.
Remember that song very well.
I'm a huge Chris Cornell fan, so.
Yeah, me too. So what I've done is I started painting a woman, but I've incorporated the pour into her skin.
God, it's so cool.
Can you see that?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite things that I've ever seen you do. Yeah, that's just beautiful.
Sweet. Awesome. Good.
Wow.
So, and this is just I'm kind of playing with her hair at going in different directions, and then this is part of the pour had the shape of a like a reindeer, and I had this cool picture that my dad took at a zoo of white reindeer. I think they were reindeer. So I'm gonna build on that with it too.
That is really cool.
Yeah,
wow.
I absolutely love the white along the bottom of that, the woman there.
Yeah, that contrast. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite pieces I've seen from you. That's really cool.
Good deal. Well,
yeah.
When I finish it, you'll be the first ones that I show it to.
Okay, cool. We're excited about that.
That is so awesome.
So yeah, we will. We'll definitely put all of your links at the bottom, and everybody go check out some of the work. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And you do sell prints.
Yes.
And
the website. Yep.
Yep. And you've got quite a few different ones too. I mean, we have 12, at least 10 prints.
Yeah, we have 2 original works.
Yeah.
Nope, 3. Sorry, we have 3.
3.
And we have several prints. So many.
Collection now.
Yeah. We do. I love them so much. Okay, so moving on from there, let's talk about the literary challenge.
Yes, because Christy's also a big reader.
As you can see behind me, this is a small portion of.
Yeah. What you see behind us? What you see behind us is the same thing.
It's drop in the bucket.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket. We've got about 1,000 books in here, and probably 2,000 in other places. It's just it's ridiculous.
Like, I'll catch myself trying to figure out like what's behind his head. Like what's.
Yeah. I got the Foundation trilogy, the Jungle Book, and I got
Christine. Is that no? Is that?
It may very well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's Christine up here. Yeah. We were actually talking to another booktuber about that the other day. It doesn't matter where they're sitting. We're going to be looking behind him, trying to figure out what books he's got on the shelf behind him.
I'm so rude. If I go to someone's house, if they have a bookcase, that's where I'm at.
Well, and if I go to somebody's house and they have a bookcase, I'm talking about books. I can't help it. Yeah,
obviously they like books. They brought it on themselves.
Yeah. So what we're going to be doing, I'm not sure if anybody will be able to see this.
And we'll post the.
Yeah, we're going to post a link to it.
The link to the bottom. To this at the bottom here. We'll bring it up. I doubt anybody can see it, but what's it called?
The Literary Life Reading Challenge. And actually, Christy brought this to my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you sent this to me on Facebook, and I think it's one of the coolest reading lists I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this, and it came from Thomas Banks, who has a podcast out there. He is a very I would say well-spoken. I've listened to his podcast. Do you know him or anything?
I don't know anything about him. In fact, I have a big old blank space right here under the Pick an Obscure Book mentioned by Thomas Banks because I don't.
Yeah, I've listened to his stuff, and there was one book on there that I wanted to read, but I cannot remember the name of it, so I have to go back and find it. And I don't have a book pulled for every one of these, but that's still something I got to try to do. But I do have a few of these that I've pulled. You have a lot, right?
Yes, I have 8. I have selected 18.
Okay.
Out of
So
my
you can go ahead. I'll read the prompts if you want to show the books. Do you have them in order?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, so the thing about this is it's 19 books to read over the year of 2021, and it's truly a challenge.
Yeah, it is.
Because some of these are challenging.
It's not quick reading.
It's not.
It's not. A lot of it isn't. The poetry anthology, you could actually pick pretty well any poetry book with it. So I actually picked out Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. But
I have not read that yet. I
haven't either.
I have.
Yeah, Becky doesn't like it. So
okay.
Not a Walt Whitman fan.
Okay.
No.
So what do you got picked out for that one?
Okay, so I have Heron Clan, and
I've seen that.
This is the one that is the one that
you have a couple poems in it. Yeah, you have a couple poems in it. Yeah.
And I'm a terrible person that I haven't read this yet. I'm reading it, and I don't know if you can see all of my little stickies. These are all of the poems that I absolutely loved in here.
Cool. Okay.
And I'm a little more than halfway through.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I don't think you have one picked out for this one, do you? Not yet.
No, not yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I might actually get my hands on an Alfred Lord Tennyson book of poetry.
Yeah.
I know I'm a big fan of The Lady of Shalott. So I know I like some of his poetry at least.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm leaning hard towards Alfred Lord Tennyson for that one.
And then there's a book or selection of letters.
Okay, so one of my favorite poets, Rupert Brooke, he was an English poet. And I have one called Song of Love, and it's letters between him and Noel Olivier. Oh,
that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I've not seen that book. The one I picked out was the Letters of Vincent van Gogh. Oh. I have that. I've got it in there. I didn't bring it because I didn't have room on my table for everything. But but yeah, I just got that from a friend, and I really look forward to reading it.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm doing this a little bit more organically. I haven't joined this challenge. I'm just going to fill it out as I go if I happen to read something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm not going to read it in order. There you are.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, she just got a battery thing.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got a book from your to be read stack.
Sherman Alexie, The Toughest Indian in the World. I would say if you have never read Sherman Alexie,
and I never have,
he is kind of like magical realism.
Okay.
But
I know you're a fan of magical realism with Charles DeLint and some of the other stuff. Yep.
Definitely. But he does an amazing job. He has a very dry sense of humor, but he kind of lets you into the life of current day Native Americans.
Okay. So
this is the romanticized stories written by white people. You know, it's actual his day-to-day life, but told in the form of novels. And
okay, very cool.
Fantastic. I love him.
All right. So what I got was Halloween Party by Agatha Christie.
Nice.
I've not read this one before.
But I've not read her yet either.
I love Agatha Christie, but I've not read this one. We're about to do March Mystery Madness, and I'm going to have at least one Agatha Christie book in there, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You done put it on the list.
Sorry.
Okay. The fourth one is an ancient Greek or Roman work.
War Commentaries of Caesar, which I've already
Ah.
started.
Wow.
And this goes into like 50 BC, where he's in Gaul, and
Okay.
which is, I'm really big into Celtic history, and that it
Yeah.
goes into a lot of the Celtic tribes of Europe before they,
Yeah.
traveled, made their way to Britain and Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah. He's great to read, but he is so full of shit. But
Yes.
but he was a
Fudged the
blast to
numbers.
read. What's that?
He fudged his numbers. I
Oh
hear.
my God, did he ever?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but he was great. I mean, a very good writer, a very entertaining writer.
Yeah.
I think. Well, what I got is Herodotus, the Histories.
Okay.
This is one of the major works of ancient history, and I've been wanting to read this for a long time.
You are a braver man than I.
That's a pretty thick book too.
Yeah, it's pretty big. A lot of it is actually notes. Like this much of the book at least is notes, maybe even more. Yeah, more, because they got units of money. It's a whole lot of notes. I'd say about a third of the book is probably notes, but it is pretty long.
It's still a hunk.
Yeah, and that might be a Victorian translation. I'm not sure, but yeah.
I ain't doing that one. I refuse.
All right, a book on education, art, or literature.
The Demon and the Angel, and it's about artistic inspiration.
Okay, cool. I'm not seeing that.
Searching for the source of artistic inspiration, and it is basically a collection of all these different writers, poets, painters, and musicians.
Cool. Okay.
And I've had it since high school.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I don't have one picked for this yet. I'm still kind of looking. So yeah. But I will pick one out on this. You don't have one, do you?
Oh no.
Yeah, Becky probably won't be reading this one, but the next one is a Victorian novel. My favorite prompt of them all.
I'm going with Vanity Fair.
Yes.
Nice.
I have 2 copies of that book, and I haven't read either one of them yet. Okay. Yep.
I was reading the back of it, and I didn't realize that she was a courtesan.
Oh, I didn't either.
So now I'm actually more excited to read it. I've had this since high school too.
Oh, okay.
She was a fallen woman.
But yeah, and I've got
right.
And I've got Middlemarch by George Eliot.
Okay,
now that's a chunker. That's a chunker. George Eliot, for those who don't know, is actually a woman who was writing under a man's name so she could actually get published and make a little bit more money back in Victorian times, because it was not easy.
Right.
Back in those days. But yeah, I'm excited about this book. From what I hear, it's challenging. You know, she wrote so deeply that it's a challenge to read her works, but I'm pretty excited to read it anyway.
Sorry. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what you think of it.
Oh yeah, and here's Becky's for Victorian.
I'm going to be rereading Emma.
Nice. Okay.
For the Victorian. Is this Victorian?
Yeah. No.
It's Regency.
It's Regency, but it's close enough.
I choose to think it's Victorian for the sake of this thing.
It's okay.
It's close enough.
I've read all of Jane Austen's novels. But Emma's the one that I remember the least because I read it in high school.
Okay.
So I'm going to reread that one.
And when you read something again 10 or 20 years later, I mean, it's
a different experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, because we're daily changing. You know, we change some every day. Yeah, there have been books I've gone back to that I hated, that I found something new in. Like the book I'm reading now is called Hyperion. I read it like 15 years ago, something like that. And I love it this time. And I didn't get much out of it the first time. I just wasn't ready for it.
Not the right time in your life for it.
That's right. Yeah. But now it's just awesome. I love it.
We're going to have to pick this up. My phone is rapidly giving up the ghost.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. A lesser known book by a well-known author.
Last Man by Mary Shelley. It's
apocalyptic
fantasy.
Okay, very cool.
Neat.
Yeah, Mary Shelley's awesome. She's great.
I've never actually heard of that.
You haven't? Yeah, I've heard of
No.
it, but I've not read that.
Not either until I saw it in the bookstore, and it was in the dollar bin. So I was like,
Whoa, seriously? Seriously?
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, let's see. Mine is actually going to be Adam Bede by George Eliot. So
Okay.
another George Eliot book.
Yeah, good deal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A Shakespearean play.
Twelfth Night.
Yay!
Yeah, that's one Becky was hoping you would pick.
Me and Sharon, my friend Sharon, who worked at Humpus Bumpus,
Yeah.
she's gonna read it with me.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's my favorite Shakespeare play.
Cool.
And after you read it, you have to watch the movie.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, mine is Titus Andronicus. It's one I've never read.
Yeah, I don't know much about that one.
They say it's his most violent and tragic type of play.
There you
But
go.
yeah, my type of stuff.
I
So
need to remember
that'll work.
this year.
Yeah, I've read most of them. I might give oh gosh, A Comedy of Errors another read. I like that play. It's funny.
Okay.
So funny.
All right. The next one is a book you have avoided.
Okay, so I've been wanting to read Sherlock Holmes, but I've never been in the mood to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going with The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Cool. Yep. It's a good one.
Nice.
Very good one.
I just read a book called The Chihuahua of the Baskervilles.
Yeah, she did.
It's got a little chihuahua on the front. It's so cute.
And I may not get everything on this list done, but I'm really going to try. Mine is The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Been wanting to read this thing for ages.
Crime and Punishment was one of my favorite books.
Yep, and that one's coming up on my list in a little while.
Yeah, I actually already read mine, the book I have avoided, and it was the Foundation book by Isaac Asimov. I read the first one finally. He's been trying to get me to read it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been avoiding it.
Uh-huh.
So I finally got that out of the way. I'm excited about that. All right, so finish a book you started but never finished.
Okay, so Quest for the Faradon, and it's a fantasy novel, kind of like Watership Down a little bit. But I stopped reading it because there was a lot of bad things happening with it, and there was a scene where a fox was about to get killed.
Oh.
And when you've got real life stuff going on, and then I was like, no, I can't.
Gotcha.
No.
Yeah.
For that reason, like the one book that I haven't finished that I just DNF'd, I refuse.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was book 7 of the Sword of Truth series by Terry Gitkind.
Yeah.
And just no. Not doing it.
Yeah, she actually won't finish that. But mine is Wuthering Heights.
I love Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, what I've read of it, I really enjoyed, but I put it down. I think for the same reason. I was in a weird place. Wuthering Heights is dark.
Yes.
It is not one. It's not a romance novel like everyone thinks. Mm-hmm. It's very dark.
No, I haven't read that one.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
I might.
So a literary biography.
Shelf Life, and it's about someone who worked in a bookstore.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
That sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds like something we would love. Mine is Radical Wordsworth. I forgot to bring it in here. Well, I don't have room for it anyway, but Radical Wordsworth. It's a book I just got from Amazon, and it is a biography of a literary biography of William Wordsworth.
It's a book nerd dream.
Yeah. Well, I got it for $3 on Amazon. So if you want to read it, go over there. It's $3 right now.
Okay. No.
It's a beautiful copy for the hardback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And my other favorite is something Russian.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little worried about this one. So I'm picking Land of the Firebird, and it's The Beauty of Old Russia by
Oh,
Suzanne Massey. But it's a big one.
yeah, it is.
That's a brick.
Yeah, that thing's huge.
So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's Crime and Punishment, what you were talking about earlier. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I got one it's the newest translation. So I think I'll enjoy that.
For some reason I thought you'd already read that one.
No.
I don't know anyone. All right, so a regional or local book?
Work. Oh, it says book. You're right.
About Forsyth County.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And how the civil rights movement passed by certain areas like Forsyth County.
Yes, it did.
It sure did.
On local history.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
For those of you who don't know, Forsyth County is actually where Cumming, Georgia is. It's where we were talking about earlier, where Humpus Bumpus was located.
Yep. And you still live in Forsyth County, right, Christy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so.
Yep.
Your region,
so mine is, oh yeah, there it is.
It's under a stack of other books.
It's by a man. Yeah, it got shoved under here. It's by a man, and we're actually going to be doing an interview with.
There goes.
An interview with, and it's Clay Anderson, and the book is called The Palms.
Oh,
and it's written by him. I think it's actually about Florida, but he lives here.
Mm-hmm. He runs the bookshop in Dahlonega, Georgia, where we live.
Yep.
Did you already say that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But yeah,
sure.
but yeah, we're pretty excited about that. And he's got a book of poetry that he just released.
Oh, we need to get that.
Yeah, no, I don't have it.
I can use that as my book of poetry.
You could. That's right.
And as the local regional book.
Yeah, 2 in 1.
Right?
Yeah.
We could also say that's the one I've avoided.
Yeah.
It's not that 3 with 1 stone. Or 1 book rather. A 14th, 15th, or 16th century book.
And I need to pick one out because I haven't.
It can be a book written in or set in or about.
Oh, okay.
I finished this sucker.
Oh, look at that one, babe.
I got it for Christmas. It's The 6 Wives of Henry
VIII. Oh, I've heard great things about that book.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good. I finished this in a month and a half while reading 4 other books. And if like my husband always makes fun of me because I'm such a slow reader. But this one I tore through, and it's not
that's awesome
fiction, it's history.
Yeah, sure.
Good.
I've heard good things, and like I said, I don't have one picked out for that. You don't either.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can. I'm sorry, but I can pick one of my historical romances for that one.
Yeah, you
can. And I totally will. It'll just totally muddy the waters of this literary list, but still.
A 14th, 15th, or 16th century book.
That's what we're on.
Oh, it is?
Yes. This is talking about Henry VIII.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
A book in a genre you don't normally read.
When Rabbit Howls, and this is going to be
whoa,
a really difficult one because it's psychology. It's a biography about someone who had a crap ton of personalities because of childhood abuse.
Okay.
92 voices.
92?
She had a world of 92 voices to deal with all the trauma.
Wow. That's interesting.
So that one's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
There isn't a genre I don't normally read except erotica.
Okay.
Everything else I read, and I'm not going to read erotica.
I dare you to read an erotica book.
Not doing it. I've tried it before. Nope.
Is it just too uncomfortable?
To me, there's no literary value.
Okay.
I don't find any literary value in it at all.
Need to buy him 50 Shades of Grey.
I've read parts of it. I've read parts of it.
No.
That's one of the reasons I won't pick any more up. So, yeah.
Well, 50 Shades of Grey is not exactly a good
no, it's not.
Showing.
I know. Anne Rice has some erotica.
Yes, Anne Rice, the Sleeping Beauty trilogy.
I've heard it's actually really good and well written, but
it is.
It is? Okay.
I need to pick that up.
Mind. Yeah.
Yeah, for me it was the Isaac Asimov Foundation book.
Yeah, she'll milk that for all it's worth off of this
Yes,
list.
I will, because I read it.
So an obscure book mentioned by Thomas Banks, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Do you have one? You don't have one either?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I've only listened to a couple episodes. Now, what I was going to say about him, he seems really knowledgeable, but he doesn't really read that much.
Oh, really?
No, not as much as he lets on. He's kind of pretentious, but he made this awesome list.
Yeah.
So, but a light comedic novel.
Zombie Lover by Piers Anthony.
Oh, nice. Is that one of the Xanth novels? Okay.
I've never read him before, and I haven't read the series, but I got it at a library bag sale.
Yeah.
I love the Xanth series.
Yeah,
I've read so many of his books.
Okay.
So many of his Xanth novels. They're going to be. It's going to be a little dated, but they are wall to wall puns.
They are.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, wall to wall puns. The country of Xanth is actually is Florida.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it's if you look at the map on the inside, the country of Xanth is Florida. No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, he still lives there. I think he's in his 90s now.
It's like, and some of the biggest landmarks are Florida landmarks, like the Okefenokee Swamp. It's the Ogre. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there it is.
And the Gap Chasm there, that big line across the state or across the country, is where Stanley Steamer the dragon lives.
Oh my God, this is going to be wonderful.
Yeah, they're funny. They really are.
That's a great book.
Mine, what I chose was he says such as P.G. Wodehouse. Well, I chose P.G. Wodehouse. I've got some of his books.
Yeah, concrete thinking there.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, it was easy, but it's something I got on my shelf that I never read that I need to get read. So that's what I chose.
I'll probably throw in a good cozy mystery there.
Oh,
some of the cozy mysteries are really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, an otherworld book. What does that mean?
I have a good idea. I mean, you could throw in a fantasy here.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Or you can even throw in that Piers Anthony you just had. It's like Florida as a different world.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you have there?
Dragonflight, the first book in the Dragon
Rider. Yes. You know what's funny about that series? And I love that volume you've got. I've got that same one. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's got the first three. The thing about it is it's science fiction. Even though it sounds fantasy, it's more sci-fi than fantasy for sure. But it does have some fantasy stuff in it. Mine, I'm not 100%.
Dragon sex.
Oh yeah.
Aren't we all? That's why I read it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, she's really a good writer. She's been around. She started in the 50s, I think, writing 40s or 50s.
Really?
Yep. The last one is a travel book. I don't have anything picked out for this, but it's because I don't own any travel books yet.
So I kind of maybe I'm pushing it a little bit, but I'm picking from what I already have. So The Girl's Guide to Homelessness.
Oh no, that sounds about right.
By Brianna Cart. So I figure that's a form of traveling. It's not
That sounds really familiar. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely a form of transition.
Yes.
Which I think is really what travel is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that is the literary life reading. I'm like out of the excuse me. Okay. So that is this is a very small corner. So that's the literary life reading challenge. I'm actually excited to see how many of these I actually fill out this year.
I think there will be quite a few. I think you'll be surprised if you fill out at least half just organically.
I've already filled out 2.
Yeah.
Or 3 if you count one of the
count Foundation 3 times, right?
Maybe. I might. You don't know. But no, like the light comedic novel, I could put one of my cozies in there.
Yeah, you could.
I've already read like 12.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't see it, but there's like 3 shelves up here that are full of cozy mysteries.
Oh, I believe
Yeah.
it. That's awesome.
They're everywhere.
Well, I guess that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be back up in just a second. There we go.
There we go. My phone's dying.
Yeah. So,
But
I guess that's all. We did the literary life reading challenge. We talked about your art, which we're still excited about. We love to see your art and any new stuff that you bring out. And
that new bit you're doing with the black and white on the pores. I'm so excited about that.
Okay. All right.
It's so pretty.
Cool. That's very cool.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And unique. I've not seen anything like it. So yeah.
Yeah,
very cool.
We have several of Christy's black and white.
Yeah, the Avalon series.
Yes. And they hold a pride of place in our house. I love those pictures. And I love the pores. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I need more.
Yep, we do.
I will give you more.
Okay.
And we will keep getting more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank
I
you
guess
so much I'm glad we did this. This was fun.
Yes.
It was fun.
Well, we're glad you could do it. This was really fun. This is our first Zoom call like this that we actually recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first one that's going to be on our channel. First of many, I hope. And we can do this again.
Yeah.
Like
we should probably after we get a few more read.
I was thinking mid-year, maybe May.
Sure.
Something like that. We could do this again and discuss what we've read out
Let's
of the
do a progress update.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
We'll do that.
Okay.
You can show more of your art.
Yeah.
You'll have that piece finished. I'll try to make a point of having that done.
Okay, very cool.
Yay. I love it.
All right.
Anyway, so to recap, this is our friend Christy Jeffcoat. She's
Furum is your last name.
Jeffcoat Furum. I hyphenated it since I had Jeffcoat Art for so many years.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So she is the lady behind Jeffcoat Art, and we'll place all of her information down in the information section of the video. Go give her a view and a couple of likes, and join her Patreon, and give her all the love.
Yep.
Because we adore her.
Yes.
I adore you guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, sweetheart. We will talk to you later.
Okay. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.